Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Bonnie Rose. Great to see you here all today. Let's stand up and we'll start our celebration service by singing, I'm gonna live so God can use me. Here we go. And we breathe and we allow ourselves to be in this moment, savoring the incredible beauty of this moment in time, of this day, and of this fellowship, this community that we share with such love and such grace. Let us breathe into this precious moment and go deeper as we listen to the words of our sacred reading.
When Death Comes, a poem by Mary Oliver. When death comes like the hungry bear in autumn, when death comes and takes all the bright coins from his purse to buy me and snaps his purse shut. When death comes like the measles pox. When death comes like an iceberg between the shoulder blades. When death comes, I want to step through the door full of curiosity and wondering. What is it going to be like? That cottage of darkness. And therefore I look upon everything as a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And I look upon time as no more than an idea. And I look upon eternity as another possibility. And I think of each life as a flower, as common as a field daisy and as singular. And each name, a comfortable music in the mouth, tending as all music does towards silence. And each body, a lion of courage and something precious to the earth. And when it's over, I want to say, all my life I was a bride married to amazement. I was a bridegroom taking the world into my arms. When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I have made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened and full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world.
So we go deeper within. A bride married to amazement, a bridegroom taking the world into his arms. That we become more than visitors of this world. We become one with this world, with the I Am presence that infuses everything. That is the I Am that we are. We sing together, I am remembering who I am, and as we do, we remember our true essence. We remember it for ourselves. We remember it for every single person sitting in this room. We remember who we are for all beings everywhere. Let us sing together, I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. And wedded to the holiness of this moment, married to amazement. Let us breathe in deeply. And then open our eyes in love and in service to what is, as it is, and so it is.
It is so good to see you. You look so beautiful from up here. I should take a picture. Yeah. It is picture day, yeah. So there is an affirmation that I repeat daily. Actually, there's a set of 10. This is one of them. In all things, great and small, I see the beauty of the divine expression. In all things, great and small, I see the beauty of the divine expression. Every breath I breathe is holy. Every face I see is holy, holy, holy. I almost forgot. I need you to help me with this song. There'll be a couple places in the song where you get to sing with us. And it's simple. It's holy, holy. But of course we're singing, so it sounds like holy, 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 holy. Again, holy, holy. Good. Every breath I breathe, every face I see, everywhere I go, it's holy. Holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy. Every breath I breathe holy, holy, holy. God is breathing me in sweet communion ecstasy. Every face I see holy, holy, holy. God looking back at me, making me in billions of faces. Each is the face of divinity. Holy, holy. That's it. At some point, you might start feeling something happening in your body. It's all right. Everywhere I go, all is holy, holy, holy. God is surrounding me. Brother, sun, and sister moon survey my dominion. Every home and every land is home to me. Oh, holy, holy. There is nothing to condemn. There is nothing to feel guilty for. There is nothing to suppress, nothing to repress. Oh, not anymore, not anymore. 'Cause deep down in my soul, I know that God is all there is. So I dance to the rhythm as all creation cries out, holy, holy, oh, holy, oh, holy, 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 holy. Yeah. That thing that started in your body a few measures ago, it's taking over for some of you. And it's all right if you feel like you need to stand up and dance. Yes. Holy, holy. Amen.
Thank you. Ray Davis and Chris Kimbler and the Cats, right? All right. Well, that's all I needed to hear. Holy, holy. I'm going to be doing that all day. Annual meeting, you guys ask me a question, I'll just go, holy, holy. Right? What? Yeah, it's a hula hoop, right. Okay, so today's message is about, what is it about? It's, the name of this message is, somebody tell me what this message is. It's in your program. What? Oh, okay. A deliberate and conscious expectancy. A deliberate and conscious expectancy. That's from a line in a book by Ernest Holmes called Can We Talk to God? And he says that we must live in a deliberate and deliberate and conscious expectancy. Note to self, next time pick an easier talk title that I can say. A deliberate and conscious expectancy. Right. Expectancy of what, though? Expectancy of what? Everything. Everything. A deliberate and conscious expectancy that the universe is for us. That the power of the universe supports every intention that we have. And most importantly, an easier way to say that is the power of knowing that life is good. Life is good. Because life is another word for absolute reality, and absolute reality is wholeness, and wholeness is good. It embraces all appearances of good and evil. There's a wholeness that surrounds everything. Life is not only good, life is also God. So, how many of you are in the Busting Loose from the Money Game class? Okay, so not that many here, but it's a big class, a lot of newcomers. And in one of the practices that the teacher, Reverend Patrick Harbula, does is he has us say, "This is the best day of my life," when we get up. I don't exactly do that, but I have gotten into the habit of saying, "This is a great day. Today is a great day." And it's a wonderful practice because it raises that deliberate and conscious expectancy that there is going to be greatness today. How interesting it is to me, though, that even having done this for many years, having been in this teaching, this philosophy for many years, there are times when my first thought when I wake up is not, "This is a great day." It's funny because we are experts at expectancy, but sometimes we're expecting. What was that? Come on. Sometimes we're expecting things to go wrong, or things to be uncomfortable, or things to be unhappy, or things to be in lack, or things to be in tumult. That's what I thought you said was tumult. Things to be tumultuous. Sometimes our inner monologue is very different than positive expectation. My inner monologue, even this morning, having worked on this talk, was too embarrassing to reveal to all of you. So instead of revealing my inner monologue, I thought I would draw a little theater into the service. And you have to say theater like that, right? Theater, everybody. Theater, right. Draw a little bit of theater into the service by having Hugh come up and do a monologue in just a moment from a play called Noises Off, where he was in the national tour of it, playing a different role. But this is a monologue that sometimes goes through my head. And just to set it up, to set up the scene, it's Noises Off is a play about a play. How many of you have seen Noises Off, right? So it's a really wonderful, fun play. They did it at the Rubicon recently, a couple years ago, I guess. And it's about a play within a play, and Hugh is reading a monologue from the director of the play. And the director is having a really bad day. He's rehearsing Richard III in London, but he's visiting his other play that's on the road, and everything is going wrong. So Hugh's going to get up here and do a little monologue from Noises Off.
Tim, let me tell you something about my life. I had the Duke of Buckingham on the phone to me for an hour after rehearsal every evening, complaining that the Duke of Gloucester is sucking boiled sweets through all his speeches. Casey's off every afternoon doing a telly, and the Duke of Clarence is off for an entire week doing a commercial for Ventura. Lady Anne is having marital problems, and Richard himself, would you believe Richard III has now come down with a back problem? And if that's not enough, I keep getting messages from Brooke about how unhappy she is here and how she's got herself a doctor's certificate for nervous exhaustion. Now, I have no time to find or rehearse another meeting. I have just one afternoon while Richard is being fitted for a surgical corset and Lady Anne starts divorce proceedings to cure Brooke of her nervous exhaustion with no medical aids except a little whiskey. You've got the whiskey. And a few flowers. You've got the money for the flowers.
Yes.
And a certain fading bedside manner. So I have not come to the theater to hear about other people's problems. I've come to be taken out of myself. Preferably not put back again.
Yay. Good. Good. So I had him read that because for a while, a couple months ago, we were having this big problem that you'll get to hear about if you attend the annual meeting. Woohoo! And I would come home and I'd go, Hugh, let me tell you about my life. The government stole $25,000 from the church. True story. And we're having trouble getting it back again, and you know, a whole thing like that. But we're often doing that monologue within ourselves. You know, whatever. Bonnie, let me tell you about my life. I'm going to wake up and be completely lonely and disappointed today. I'm going to wake up and be completely in lack today, and I will be disappointed by others as well. I'm serious. We are fighting this all the time. And the fact is that we're not even really fighting it because it's unconscious. You know, we talked about a conscious and a deliberate expectancy. We are having an unconscious and random expectancy of all of the things that we wish to not create in our lives. But the good news here is that hopefully you'll remember this. That's why I had Hugh do the monologue. You'll remember that this is our general tendency, is to wake up and start thinking about what could go wrong that day, right? What could go wrong? You know, for me, usually, it's usually not horrible, but it's often like, oh, I got too much to do. How am I going to get it all done? There's too much to do. I'm stressful. You know, I'm stressed out, all of that stuff. And I recognize in taking this class and in doing this work how much time I spend thinking about how I don't have enough time. So, what I recommend is first thing in the morning is to get up and say some type of affirmation about what a great day it's going to be. You know, Patrick says, this is the best day of my life. Mine is, today is a great day. Today is a great day. Now, another reason that I had Hugh do that monologue was because you noticed how he said the words, and also he was rather emotional, and it was embodied as well. He was using his body, his mind, and his heart. The three work together. The three work together to create belief, which creates outcome. I know this because of my dog, Barty. Now, for those of you who may not come here on a regular basis, please know that I love my dogs so much. My dogs are just my heart. They are the sweetest dogs ever. They're Vishlas, and they're just like little snuggle, bony, muscular 50-pound lap dogs. And I love them so much. And I wouldn't do this to my one dog, Sarah, but I can do this to Barty because Barty has a sense of humor. Barty has a joke that he plays on me every morning. He goes into my sock drawer, and he picks up a sock, and he looks at me like, I got your sock. And then I make a big fuss about him, and he puts it back, and I pretend I leave the sock drawer open, and I go, and then he picks up the sock again and looks at me like, I got your sock. But anyway, sometimes Barty is being like naughty during the day, particularly like when the mailman comes, when the FedEx guy comes, when the Amazon.com delivery comes, he's barking, barking, barking. We also have a rabbit and a guinea pig living in the house. That is much fuel for Barty's barking habit. So you know how people say to their dogs, who's the best boy? Who's the best boy? Who's the best boy? I go to Barty and I go, who's a horrible animal? Who's a horrible animal? Who's a horrible animal? And he's like, oh my gosh, I guess I am. She really likes this. So you see, the words don't have any impact unless my emotion and my body are in alignment with the words. And that's what I want for you guys. With your affirmation, today is a great day. Today is a wonderful day. Today is my best day ever, is to really feel the emotion of what your best day ever would feel like, and to feel it in your heart and let your emotions and your heart inform your body. Today is the best day ever, right? Today is a great day, all right? Hooray, yes. And a woohoo, right? Oh, you guys, come on. Let's do a better one. Woohoo! Good job, good job. Okay. So we're feeling it, and we're embodying it, and we're living it, and we're knowing it, and we're trusting it. And you know what happens then? The best day arrives. The great day arrives, even when it's not great. You know? Because even when it's not great, it becomes something inspiring. You know, I think that's a Michael Beckwith thing where he says every problem is a question, every question is an answer, every answer is an action, right? I used to say every problem is a process, and then I changed it to every problem is a puzzle, because I like puzzles. Candy Crush, Sudoku, you know, all of that. And now, through this practice, I'm starting to say, every problem is a party. Woohoo! Problems are beautiful. They bring out the depth and the power and the grace and the goodness that is God, that wants to express through you, that wants to express through all of the details in your life. And the only reason that a problem is coming up, the only reason that something feels off, the only reason that we have adversity is so that we can reclaim our power and know who we truly are, which is the I am presence that is the life and the life of love. Amen. Yes. So, let me tell you about my life in the last 48 hours. It's really our life, because so much of my life is wrapped up with all of you, that I'm so committed and so devoted to all of you and to this church and to co-creating something beautiful with each of you. So in the last 48 hours, I brought a sign that we made when we brought the hearts over to Temple Beth Torah to show them our love. There's a sign hanging on the wall outside of my office right now. And I brought it over to Rabbi Lisa, and she wasn't there, but I saw her administrative assistant, and she saw it, and she didn't know we had done it. And she gave me a huge hug, and she said, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I got an email when I got home. I got an email from someone who lives on the other side of the country who said that she had been feeling despair and that she had looked at one of our YouTubes on the YouTube channel of a talk that I gave a couple weeks ago about joy and astonishment. And I said, oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you, thank you. She said it raised her spirits. It raised her spirits. And I said, can I share it with the person who lugs his video equipment here every Sunday to make that happen? And she said, absolutely yes. And then I thought about how we're doing priceless pricing in the church, and people are telling me how wonderful it is for them. Priceless pricing means that you hold an object or you hold the intention of a class and see what it means to you, recognizing that spiritual teaching is priceless, and then you pay whatever amount wants to pour out of you. Whether it's a lot or a little, there is no big or little in the mind of God, right? There's no bigger, no little in the mind of God. And so I thought about priceless pricing, and I thought about how I came to priceless pricing. Priceless pricing came out of adversity. Priceless pricing came after I had taught the foundations class, the original class of religious science. I had taught it 15 times, and I was so tired of teaching that dang thing that I thought, man, if I have to teach that again, I'm going to take that pointy end of the religious science symbol and stick it in my eye. And you heard it here first, people. and I was thinking, I have to do it, and then I was like, wait, maybe I don't have to do it. Maybe I can write to Home Office and ask if I can rewrite foundations in a way that fits our congregation better. And I did, and it was powerful, and people love it, and we started doing priceless pricing, and it caught on like wildfire. And I've told you before that priceless pricing, this thing that we have, is now in the Philippines, it is in India, it is in Portugal, Lisbon. It is in Germany, I just found out yesterday. And of all places, it's in a doctor's office in Texas. Woo! But we started that. We co-created that together, and that's a beautiful thing. And then the crown jewel of what happened in the last 48 hours, of why this is such a great day, is that my beloved friend Nipun Mehta, who has come here to speak on many occasions. For those of you who are new, Nipun Mehta is probably who I consider to be my most profound spiritual teacher. He's my go-to guy at this point. And he's a gentleman that has this organization called Service Space that serves probably close to 1 million people now with small acts of kindness. And he's international. He's all over the world. He speaks everywhere. He knows the Dalai Lama, blah, blah, blah. I won't brag on Nipun because he would be humiliated if he knew I was doing this. Anyhow, I got an email from him on Friday afternoon, and he said, oh, Reverend Bonnie, we're going to be in Los Angeles in April, and would it be okay if we came to your church on April 14th? And I said, yeah. And he said, and it's not only going to be me, it's going to be some of our friends from the service space system. And oh, by the way, after Gandhi died, his spiritual successor was, his name was, what's his name? I can't remember it now. Vinoba? Oh, I can't remember it now. See, I have amnesia today. What the heck? Anyway, Gandhi's spiritual successor traveled all over the world creating equity and fairness in big landowners giving their land away to poor people. And he is considered Gandhi's spiritual successor. The man that traveled with him, Nipun said, is coming with us to LA. So can he come to your church too? She said he doesn't speak English, but we'll make it work somehow. And I wrote back and I said, Nipun, I don't know whether to clap my hands or drool on the keyboard. Oh, and it just went from there. I wrote to Nipun and told him how happy I was and all of the things that we're doing at the center. He wrote back some of the many acts of kindness he did back in my old stomping ground, North Carolina, and it just was this explosion of joy that just kept getting better and better and better and better. So, I was right. It was a great day. That would seem like a good place to stop, except that it's not about me. It's about all of us. So I really strongly beg you. Religious science ministers don't beg, but I'm begging you, begging you. You deserve to have a fantastic life because you are beautiful, divine incarnations of the Most High and the Most Low and the Most Beautiful and all of the joys and the sorrows of the universe. You are holy, holy, and you are awesomeness incarnate. So please, if you would, do this practice. Affirm with your body, with your mind, with your spirit that today is a great day, and I promise you it will be. Let's turn within now and let us pray. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we turn within and absolutely trust to know that there is greatness here. And this greatness is not limited to one person or one idea. It is the soul of greatness that infuses everything. It is the greatness that is God, the greatness that is love, the greatness that is peace and power, the greatness that is just the beauty and the love and the trust and the wisdom, the courage, the joy, the peace that is all of us. That is holiness, that is holiness, that is holiness in the ethers and holiness in the flesh. How good it is to unify with that holiness and call it our own and know that it is our very life right here and right now. Just so grateful to know this about myself and to know this about every single person here, that truly, truly, we are the life of love expressing here on the planet Earth. And so knowing that this is true, how could we not have a great day every day? How could we avoid getting in our own way? We release any need to get in our own way. We release any need for random and unconscious expectancy of that which doesn't serve us. And we open up to the holiness and to the goodness that is. We expect the good. We claim the good. We call forth the good, knowing that it blesses us individually, but that it also blesses the collective. Because we are one, the better my life is, the better life others have. And so our work this morning and always blesses all beings. So let us know for everyone here today and for everyone on the planet Earth, that we are whole, that we are perfect, that we are complete, that we live in abundance, that we live in love, that we are kindness in action, that we are goodness always. And I'm so grateful to know this for our lives, so grateful to know this individually and collectively, so grateful for this teaching and for the transformation that it brings forth for each of us. I bless this spiritual community and I bless this teaching as I bless all paths to God: churches, synagogues, temples, mosques, ashrams, fundamentalists, atheists. I bless all beings, for all beings are a blessing. And with a heart filled with blessedness, filled with grace and love, I say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. And I release these words into the divine mystery. And together we say, and so it is. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful.
No, but this band is amazing. These cats really can play. And you know, it's not just the ability, it's the heart and the wisdom and guides. It's beautiful. It's really fun playing here. So here's a little lyric for you. You've got the right to be happy. You got the right to feel blue. Okay? You got the right to keep on pushing. Or don't go through no changes if you don't want to. Accent is optional. But if you're going to ask for more, get ready to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you got the right to be happy, and you got the right to feel blue. You got the right to keep on pushing, or don't go through no changes you don't want to. If you want to ask for more, get ready to get. See, some people say what they don't like, and then they live with what they don't like. But once they've lived with what they don't like, child, all they want to do is talk about what they don't like. If you're gonna ask for more, get ready to get. Well, get ready. When you say the word, get ready. 'Cause the universe is hurting if you say it and you really believe that it's true. God can't help it but to do it with you. See, what it is what you say. And what you say has got to be. So if you think I wanna move a little higher, speak your word and the truth will set you free. If you're gonna ask for more, get ready to get it. Hey, 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 yeah. Might as well. get ready. When you say the word, get ready. Cause the universe circles here, you say it, and you believe that it's true. God can't help it but to do it for you. See what it is what you say. What you say, hey, it's surely got to be. So if you think you want to move a little higher, speak a word and the truth will set you free. If you're gonna ask for more, if you're gonna ask for more, say that if you're gonna ask for more, get ready to get. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just to remind you, after the service is our annual membership meeting. We're going to put tables up there, and if you could sign in so we can get our quorum, that would be great. But in the meantime, there's great refreshments back there and lots of other fun things. And pictures out on the balcony with Jennifer if you want to have your picture taken. Ramp. But, yeah, ramp. Thank you. Ramp, balcony, whatever. No, the ramp, the ramp. Okay. All righty. Are we ready? Okay. Please repeat after me. We are a center of love. We are a center of love. We are love. We are love. We share love. We share love. We serve love. We serve love. Love is who we are. Love is who we are. Thank you for our love. Thank you for our love. Thank you for our life. Thank you for our life. And so it is.